Hey guys, welcome to Solo ReacTalk. Today I'm going to be reacting to a video requested by Alpha Shocker. It's called An Elden Ring Story, The Warrior Within by VaatiVidya. Yes, VaatiVidya. I have, reacted to VaatiVidya's Elden Ring content before. If you want to check those out, as well as other Elden Ring content that I've reacted to, remember the playlist card is going to be at the top. Just click on it and you'll be able to access them. If you want to check out the original video, as well as VaatiVidya's YouTube channel, the links are in the description below. Sorry if I'm pronouncing the YouTube channel name wrong. Sorry. Yes, let's start. 3, 2, 1, go.
The Jars are kindly folk, brought to life by human flesh and blood.
Human flesh and blood? The Jars? Those things with arms and legs? Oh, okay, interesting.
Which can be stored safely within. We can't be sure why they were created. However, the Erd tree is imprinted upon their wax seals, and there are empty jars at the bases of many minor Erd trees. Perhaps they once transported bodies here for burial?
Maybe they were like a ceremonial burial urn kind of thing, Instead of putting people in sarcophaguses or caskets or, burning them, you would put them into these giant jars, and then you would dig a hole and bury them there, or put them near the Erd tree, and the Erd tree would, suck up the nutrients from the bodies. Yeah.
At any rate, their purpose has long been lost since the Shattering. And now they live in fear, for there are those who would pay a high price for the shard of a living jar.
Prepare to cry, the warrior within. Okay.
One's choice of armor says a lot about them. Maybe it's the armor of a nameless vagabond, or the armor of one to whom family is everything. For Diallos, this armor was passed down to him.
Hold on. Diallos? Okay.
And many expectations came with it.
Ah, hello. You must be new here. Well, just call me Diallos. The honor of one's house holds little import in these lands. By the way, have you met a young woman named Lanya on your travels? She's my servant, but fickle as the wind. Take your eyes off her for but a moment and she's good as gone. If you find her, please be sure to tell me.
She's alone in the lands of between. She's alone. In this place where people die at any second, Okay, good luck in finding her.
Oh, Lanya. It's me, Diallos. Answer me, would you?
I'm so sorry for your loss. But I like the castle there. Sorry, I'm digressing.
Hello, friend. Tell me if you know, would you? The whereabouts of the hidden house of those despicable fiends. The recusants who hunt their fellow tarnished. They laid hands upon my servant Lanya, and I refused to let the insult stand.
Recusants. Okay. Can I spell that out? Recusants. Okay. Oof.
The tale of House Hoslow is told in blood. I, Diallos, swear to deliver the message.
Lanya was a tarnished servant of House Hoslow, and a companion of Diallos since childhood. So, she might have known better than anyone that Diallos was all talk and no action.
Well, that's unfortunate. I really thought he was going to try something here, but he's all talk but no action. Okay, that's a bit disappointing.
The recusants are tarnished, who have turned their backs on grace and the Erd Tree. Such blasphemy leads them to hunt fellow tarnished, to foil the efforts of those guided by grace. This recusant's name is Henricus, a night killer who would have crushed Diallos, but he makes the mistake of invading you.
I like that. I like this. Walking away while he turns to ash. I like that.
Can you hear me? Help me. I'm stuck. Hello? Hello? Oh, my stars. I'm so happy to see you. And as you can see, I'm stuck here. Please, can you help?
Wait, who's that? Who's watching who here? Who's that? You better watch your back. It seems like you're being spied upon. Or you are spying. I'm not sure.
Help me out of this? My thanks. 1,000 thanks. Just give me a good smack from the rear with something nice and big. And I'll pop clean out, I'm sure.
I don't think so. You know, you're a pot. So if he uses something heavy, you might crack. But we continue. Let's see.
Don't dally. There's no need to fret. I'm very well trained. Give it your all, I say. Ouch! A little more gently. Ah! Well played, good sir. Well played. I thank you. Once again, the pleasure is mine. I am the warrior Jar known as Alexander. Iron Fist Alexander, in fact.
You know what? Maybe these jars, right? They became alive the moment the Elden Ring was broken. You know, because death no longer exists in this world. And maybe the dead bodies that were inside these jars, you know, manifested themselves as living creatures through the jars. Maybe it's something like that. Or maybe they've existed far longer than, you know, the Elden Ring being shattered. Yeah. But I think they came into being as soon as the Elden Ring was shattered. Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. I don't know, guys. I haven't played the game, you know. I'm only, you know, watching videos of the lore on YouTube and reacting to them, so I'm not sure. You guys who play the game, you guys know better than I do. You can correct me in the comment section. Yeah.
I journey to the east, where I intend to further my education in the ways of war. And beyond these lands lie the scarlet, rot-blighted Caelid wilds. And upon their southern edge is Redmane Castle, in which a festival of combat is being held. I'd heard whispers of such festivities before. Doesn't the notion set your breast aflutter? Ah, you came. How delightful. Indeed, I thought I might find you here. By the by, do you know for whom this festival is being held? Well, it is none other than General Radahn himself. To think, I could face a great champion of the Shattering, a demigod in the flesh. Oh, gosh. In truth, I quiver at the thought. Such is his frightful repute. But the fear simply assures me the ordeal is worth undertaking. Be sure to get a good vantage, my friend. I, Iron Fist Alexander, do hereby vow to unflinchingly brave this ordeal.
Hold it. Let me just get your name, Alexander, here. I didn't write your name. Alex Zonder.
General Redan was cursed ever to wander, eaten from the inside by Melania's scarlet rot. But his great rune burns to resist the encroachment of the rot. And while he is long since mad, he was once the strongest of the demigods, and perhaps the greatest warrior of all.
I like the slow motion effect here, you know? Yeah, it's so pretty. And the game is in such high quality, so it just makes everything look very cinematic, very beautiful. And then, of course, you have VaatiVidya's voiceover as well, which makes it very epic, if I can say. Run!
But in the end, you are the host to this warrior's death. And those beside you are simply summoned to share in your glory.
Yeah, basically you are the you're the main character and they are the sidekicks. Yeah. Even you, Alexandra, I'm sorry. I know you think of yourself as the main character in this story, but no.
Ah, hello there. It was a battle marvelously fought. You are well and truly a champion, friend. I, on the other hand, am nothing but a crock. One hit was all it took to crack me, and for my insides to come spilling out. After that, I hid like a coward. And as such, I can hardly stand to face one such as you.
Look, I'm not going to say, you know, you're a weakling or something like that. You are a pot. You are pottery. You know, if you were held by someone and you were just dropped, you would smash into pieces. It's just what you are. You're a ceramic material, you know. You're not unbreakable. And here you were facing up against a demigod. So don't beat yourself up too much, you know. Yeah, you tried your best.
The bodies found here are exceedingly fine. Who could expect any less from the very warriors who fought in the Shattering, the greatest of all wars? All right, lads. I'm going to take you on a little journey. You'll all be inside me. From now on, we're all in it together.
Okay. Is that what they do? How many bodies? Ew. Okay. Ew. That's disgusting. Just leave the bodies where they are. Let them decompose and be one with the land. Why do you want to put them inside you? Like, does that heal the pot? You know, does it heal him? Or, yeah, that's just nasty. Anyways.
Thus our warriors passed from jar to jar, carrying dreams of greatness.
Ah, you again, is it? The recusants sent a lackey. Can you believe they invited me to join them? Now, after what they did? I can scarcely believe it myself. Did they think me a fool? You might be surprised to learn I took them up on the offer. Then I only had to ask. The location of the recusant hideout. It's on Mount Gelmir, found off the old road that leads west from the town of Windmills. That's where they hide. The manor on the peak. Just you wait, wretched recusants. You'll rue the day you insulted my name by laying hands on Lanya. The tale of House Hoslo is told in blood, after all.
Well, here you are. You have your chance to have your revenge against even the leadership of the recusants. Yes, you can have your revenge against the leader as well.
Diallos had an older brother, a stern, self-possessed man named Juno, who inherited the Hoslo legacy instead of Diallos. True to the words of his house, Juno Hoslow walked many roads drenched in blood, yet never had the ego to consider himself a champion. But the casual manner of his achievements made him seem out of reach, and so the younger aspired to be like the older, yearning for the day that he would tell the tale of House Hoslow in blood, knowing full well that it would break his brother's heart.
Help me! I'm
Again?
stuck! Hello!
No, guys, who is that? Who is that with the cloak and the dagger? And keeps spying on them? What's going on here?
My thanks in advance. I know you're the man for the job. You know what to do, hmm?
But how did you get yourself into this position again? And it looks like you were dropped or something, and then you just dug yourself into the land like that. Huh.
Ouch! What if I could somehow be made slippery or some such? Dearie me, I'm oilier than a toad. My thanks. Yes, indeed. I too have a home, though it is one to which I have vowed not to return. So, I thought I might look out from atop the cliff. But as I drew closer and closer, pow, wouldn't you know it, I was perfectly stuck in that blasted hole. I can feel the warriors inside admonishing me for my mawkishness.
And so we learn that just over the cliff is Jarburg, a hidden little village where the Jars can live in peace.
Hello, Cuz. What are you doing here? I didn't think anyone knew about this place. Except us Jars. Ah. Are you going to be the new potentate? Show me your hands. It's just a little test, Cuz.
I think this village is where they were created, you know? Probably this is where the Jars were created. And, you know, after the shattering, the calamity that has befallen the land, the people probably were either killed or they abandoned where they live, and the Jars remained, probably.
See if you've got the right stuff. Your skin isn't so smooth, is it? You need slick, slidey hands to be potentate, you know?
Why?
I'm sorry, Cuz. But I don't think you've got what it takes. What a shame.
A potentate is a leader of the Jars, who, in this case it seems, is judged worthy by the quality of their hands. Hands grow rough and calloused by war, but most living Jars are kindly, and would not value such a ruler. Better, instead, to have a potentate who can take care of them, though this Jar Ban secretly has the insides of a warrior, so he desires a protector to look up to.
But the Jars also have rough hands. I mean, have they not seen their own hands? The pieces of pottery and the flesh mingled all together like that? Isn't this a bit of hypocrisy? Okay, whatever.
You know what a poacher is, Cuz? They hunt us, smash us, and then take us away. This village is kept secret, so I think we're safe here. But you should be careful if you ever meet one of them, Cuz. I hope Uncle Alexander beats them all up first.
Living Jar shards are in high demand. In fact, their shards are a crafting material used by the most depraved perfumers who grow desperate to craft their potions and explosives. As such, the perfumers must never be allowed to find their way to Jarburg.
It seems like one of them has found the place after following the main character.
Have you met Uncle Alexander? He used to live here with us, but then he left to be a champion. One day, I'll be just like Uncle Alexander. I miss him, though.
Can Jars grow bigger, like, or will they always stays the size that they were created as. Yeah, I'm just wondering about that because this Jar says he's going to become like Jar Alexandra, and Alexandra is kind of big. He's actually a very big Jar. So I'm just wondering, will he also grow to that size, or will he always stay, as this small Jar? Yeah.
I asked to go with him, but he said,
Oh, mountain of fire! Bake me in your flames! Ah, good sir. What business might you have in such a place as this? It's hardly more than lukewarm here. I won't be able to temper my body such that it'll never crack again. Perhaps I'll head eastward. There's an old saying I've caught wind of. Above the lofty clouds, the icy giant's peak doth soar. Here lieth the flame of ruin, which ever burning roars.
The fire giant.
Your timing, though, is impeccable as ever. I've been making just the thing for you on my journey here. Take it. I'm sure it'll suit you to a T.
The fact that you can play butt naked in this game will always kill me. Oh, seriously, it's so unique. Oh my gosh. It reminds me of Skyrim, In Skyrim you could also just play in the nude. Of course you'll have your underwear that protects your private parts, but otherwise, yeah, you could just go out bare naked. And he has a jar on his head. Cute.
Eventually, you find your way to the Volcano Manor, home of the recusants.
I am Tanith, the proprietress of this house. An honor to have you. So, tarnished. Have you ever harbored doubts about the burden of grace and the dogmatic ramblings of the Fingers? If you have, why not join the Volcano Manor and fight with us, rise with us, against the Erd Tree?
Tanith calls for champions to join her cause, and she speaks well to the ambitions of the Tarnished. Such validation was impossible for Diallos to resist.
Well, I see.
I thought Diallos was going to fight against these people. Yet again, you're all talk but no action, Diallos. Interesting.
See you again. So you've been invited as well, I see. Then we're comrades in arms henceforth. You watch my back, and I'll watch yours. Yes?
Yeah, okay.
I can tell. You're wondering about Lanya. Well, you see, after much internal debate, I've come to realize revenge is not the answer. According to Lady Tanith, I've got the stuff of champions. And champions, ironic as it is, are oft forced to walk a tainted path. It hit me like a bolt from the blue that my former thoughts were simple naivety. Of course, my heart weeps for Lanya. That unfortunate incident was a cruel twist of fate indeed. But succumbing to the pain and sadness caused won't make me a champion, will it? Lanya knows this, I'm certain. Fate has laid hard roads for us both, but such is true of any road trod by champions.
Okay. Yeah, you believe what you want to believe. If Tanith says that you have a greater purpose in life and you believe in it, that's all up to you. Yeah, let's see what happens.
Always resented these hands. Their pale complexion, a far cry from any warriors. The shame of House Hoslow, but that won't be the case for long. They'll be darkened by grit once I've set out on the path of champions. The tale of House Hoslow is told in blood, after all.
I think you gotta stop using that line. It's getting old. It's getting old, especially when you don't have action to back it up. I don't think you should use it.
Did you read the letter left for you? That is the task the Volcano Manor desires you enact. You will be compensated once the deed is done. Good luck. If you are loath to hunt your own kin, so be it. But you must leave this house at once. This is a war against the Erd Tree. We have no place for the meek, nor the luxury of keeping clean hands.
And so, we come face to face with Juno Hoslow.
No way! You're fighting against, what's his name again? Diallos' brother? Oof. How are you gonna break this news to him then? The fact that you can fight with a whip in this game is also quite interesting. It looks so fun.
Then we're comrades in arms henceforth. You watch my back, and I'll watch yours. Yes?
When Juno Hoslow received an invitation to the Volcano Manor, he discreetly refused. As head of House Hoslow, his hands had been bloodied enough already.
What's the matter? Having trouble nabbing your prey? Do you remember your vow to Tanith? To rise against the Erd Tree? Dare I say your heart was never in it to begin with? You and Diallos both.
Oh, Diallos left. Okay.
Well, aren't you full of beans? No wonder you're covered in muck. Oh, my friend, it's been far too long. I have to say you caught me at a rather low point. But as you see, I've put all that behind me. Left the Volcano Manor, forging my own path now, making my own choices. Even a fool like me can look after some simple jars. Do you pity me? Well, don't. I feel like for the first time in my life, I'm on the straight and narrow.
When Diallos Hoslow finally set aside the expectations of others, he started to listen to himself.
Oh, hello again, cuz. Have you heard? A new potentate's come to the village. I think he said his name was Diallos. He seems a little down in the dumps, but his hands, as smooth as silk. I don't know. I'm a little disappointed, actually. Even though good Sir Diallos has a wonderful suit of armor, he says he isn't a warrior. And since he's a coward, he won't be fighting anymore. His smooth and silky hands feel nice when he pats us. But I wish we had a potentate big and strong like you.
You want everything. You do realize that you won't get everything in life, you know. You can't want someone with soft hands and is also a fighter. But anyways, maybe you can, but I don't know. These jars just want too much. They gotta compromise.
Which brings us to the perfumers, who have had reason to follow you here. The perfumers were once respected healers, who traveled the land in search of flower fields and aromatics so that they might better treat the less fortunate. But after they were drafted onto the battlefields of the Shattering, they were forced to trade their pleasant aromatics for consumable tools of war. So, in Jarburg, they don't see the rare flowers or the peaceful jars. They see a village of crafting materials, ruled by a coward.
Wait, you're a poacher, aren't you? I'll turn my back on duty no more. The tale of House Hoslow is told in blood. In blood!
He's doing it. He's fighting. Oh. Whip that fool. Whoop it. Come on, Diallos. Get up. Yes. Excellent. Excellent, Diallos. Well done.
For years, Diallos had yearned to tell the tale of House Hoslow in blood. All it took was something worth fighting for. Meanwhile, you and Alexander make your way to the mountaintops of the Giants, continuing upon the path of champions.
He took off his own leg. What the hell? Let your flesh be consumed by the scarlet rot.
Ah, I see you finally made it here yourself. The city hanging in the air is slowly crumbling. What an incredible place we find ourselves. But that aside, you're certainly a force to be reckoned with, eh? Which means I've but one thing to ask of you. I've been longing to fight a warrior as accomplished as you. You are ready then, I take it? Then let us begin.
What are you doing? Is this a fight to the death? Hey, okay, you guys are weird. Alexandra, you're weird. I don't know why you're doing this.
I am the great Jar Warrior. Iron Fist Alexander. Lend me strength, O warriors within. Let us become one champion together.
Am I supposed to cry? VaatiVidya. Yeah, VaatiVidya. Am I supposed to cry for Alexandra? No. No. Maybe Diallos. Yeah, but not what Alexandra's doing here. There's no reason for him to do this, really. There's many other enemies he can fight. He doesn't have to fight his own friend.
As I suspected, victory was impossible. My thanks. It was a marvelous battle. I implore you, take what I bequeath from inside me. All vessels are destined to one day break. But the great Alexander lived as a warrior to his last.
Unlike Diallos, Alexander was brave and threw himself into danger at every turn. But in the end, his armor was not enough for the warrior within.
Oh, Cuz, I'm glad you came. But we're fine now. Diallos fought the poacher, though quite a lot of us got broken. I won't cry, though. I'm a warrior, Jar. A warrior. The tale of House Hoslow is told in blood. That's the kind of warrior I want to be one day, Cuz. Even if I'm scared, I'll still fight to protect everyone.
You hear that, Diallos? You hear that? This Jar sees you as a figure to follow. You've succeeded. in doing something maybe you were not really expecting, to become a role model for another Jar, but someone is looking up to you as an example. But Alexandra, I don't know why he did that.
You. Are the Jars? Are they all right? Did I defend them? Then all is well. This fool proved his worth in the end.
And so it is that the coward is capable of the highest heroism.
Wow. Cuz, are these insights from Uncle Alexander? Thank you, cuz I'm a warrior Jar, so I need to be strong. I can really have them, right? I understand. I'll get strong. Strong enough. I deserve to have Uncle's insights. I don't think I'll see you again. When I set out, warriors are supposed to work alone. Goodbye, cuz. And thanks for everything. I'll never forget you. Cuz.
The jars contain dregs inherited from those who came before. Thus our warriors passed from jar to jar, carrying dreams of greatness.
Wait, is he also going to take Diallos into himself? That small jar? Yeah.
This video wouldn't have been possible without the help of Miss Pap1, a new creator on the scene who has a lot of cinematic talent. Go and check out his channel for more cinematic footage like this. He also plans to make little epilogues for these Prepare to Cry episodes that we do together, which I'm very excited to see. But working together, both of us could create something that was better than either of us working alone. And that's what I've learned from working with other people in the last few years. We are more than the sum of our parts, and I think that's a good metaphor for this video especially. On that note, I want to start building a bigger team so that I can make better videos faster as well. This was something I meant to do before Elden Ring launched, but I just didn't have the time. So if you're deeply knowledgeable about any aspect of From Software's games and you would like to have a paid role like this, then send an email to thenextpotentate@gmail.com. Specifically, I'm looking for writers, mostly, at this stage, so if you have any examples of your written work that you've done in the past, that would really help to put you at the top of the list. But if you have any other skills or knowledge, like in editing, animation, or anything really, then that could be welcome as well. Just a heads up, I might not be able to respond to everyone, but thank you if you do submit something. If I can put out better videos faster and make a real effort to still retain what makes them unique to me, and also help other people make a living from these games, then I think that would be really cool. I've definitely been feeling pressure with the release of Elden Ring, to put it mildly, but there's just so much that I want to make for you guys, but I feel like I never have the time. But regardless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Okay guys, that's it with an Elden Ring story, The Warrior Within by VaatiVidya. Yes, Diallos, yes, he was all talk, no action in the beginning, until he started to not adhere to people's expectations and the expectations of his house. He started believing in himself, he started doing things for himself, he started choosing things for himself. And once the very things that he had chosen to protect or chosen to take care of were under threat, he had the energy within him, he had the bravery within him to stand up, take his battle whip, if that's what it's called, I'm not sure what it is. He took his battle whip, he took his shield, and he fought against the poacher. And Alexandra, yes, he was very boastful. He was talking a lot. in a confident way, not in a very arrogant way, you know, very confident in himself, very confident in his abilities. And yes, he was humbled against Radahn. He had a crack on his body, and it kind of gave him a reality check. But then, of course, he continued fighting alongside the main character. That's what I'm going to call that person, because I'm not sure if VaatiVidya did tell us the name of this particular person that is the main character. But yeah, the main character. You know, they were fighting together, partners in crime. You know, they were fighting against the fire giant, and they won against the fire giant. And then all of a sudden, Alexandra's like, you are the strongest person I know. Therefore, I declare a battle to the death against you. Why? Why, when there's so many enemies to fight against in this universe? Why fight against your friend? You know? Why do that? You could die at the hands of others, and then whatever left of you, the pieces of shards that are left from you, you know, the main character can give them to the baby, you know, warrior jar at the village. At, what's the village called again? Jarbuk. Yes, at Jarbuk, you know. And then the main character can say that, you know, Uncle Alexandra fought to the bitter end, fighting against, you know, a very dangerous foe, a very powerful foe, and he did his best. And he would want you to have this, not to be told that I killed him. You know, I killed him with my own 2 hands. I killed your uncle. And it's kind of weird, you know, coming back to Jarbuk, and the baby Jar warrior is okay with it, you know, like he's none the wiser. Or maybe the main character didn't even tell him that Uncle Alexandra and himself were fighting to the bitter end and to the death, you know. So yeah, that was a bit weird for me. That part, I can't accept it. Really, I just don't find the logic behind something like that. Maybe I have it wrong, guys. Maybe you guys in the comment section, you guys can explain it to me, you know, in detail. But really, I wasn't impressed with what Alexandra did. But what Diallos did, yes, I'm very proud of him, you know. And even though, yes, he's dead, but, you know, he did everything he could within his power to protect the village, and he defeated that poacher, you know. So yeah, I'm very proud of him. And like I said before, he has now become a role model for someone else. So that's an added bonus, I think. But yeah, guys, I guess that's it. That's it for today. Thank you to Alpha Shocker for requesting that I should react to this video. Guys, if you want to check out the original video as well as VaatiVidya's YouTube channel, the links are in the description below. If you like my reaction, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification bell if you want to be up to date with my latest videos, and I will see you guys next time. Okay?